Hi, I got my trial version of Home Designer Pro open, and I created a simple rectangular test plan, and I created the second floor. So that we just have, and I set the gable into gable roofs to get a basic gable. Now you go over to edit default settings, and there's a default settings for dormer. And if you know about what you want, like if you can go with the defaults, but the defaults don't fit all the possible 3D geometries that you can come up with. But I'm just going to use this. I'll get back to that in a minute. Now we'll go over here to build roof. Now, I never have understood completely the difference between one. I know one's for like creating an attic room and one's for just an architectural dormer that doesn't have anything to do with rooms. Let's just try auto dormer. I'm going to click close to the edge of the, okay, cannot find, see, because I use that tool, it's saying I can't find the walls I'm looking for. Let's go back to build roof, auto floating, and put the cursor about the same place and left click. Okay, and what is it talking about? Let's hit Shift F6. When I click that first one there, it created this precursor of a dormer, but it didn't create a dormer when I tried the second one. They're too close together. So I'm going to click on this one and just move it over a little bit. And there it is. And all right, that was using the wrong tool. This is using the right tool. I think it's an auto floating. I'm going to delete that one and we'll work with this one. So I can stretch it. Now you don't want to stretch this beyond the ridge because then it'll destroy the dormer. See, you get an error message. And that's because the dormer tool, the dormer has to fit in one single roof plane. So if I bring that a little skinnier, see now it's within the perimeter of the parent roof plane. So now I'm going to make this a little bit larger so I can see the edit toolbar down here. And I'm going to change it from gable to hip. And makes a hip. I can't see very well. Let me see if I can change the camera type. No, that's not. Oh, what am I looking for? A lot of times I do dormers. I just wanted to change this to a vector view camera. Forgotten how to do that. No, that's not it. Edit active camera. Maybe I need to be on this screen and then I'll go 3D edit active camera. There it is. There we go. I'm going to change the camera type from standard to vector view. And we don't need shadows. And now I'm going to turn the color off. And it's now you can see that that's a hip dormer. And again, I'm going to open the dialog on my plan view screen. It'll change from hip to shed. As long as this pitch is not too steep and doesn't go over the ridge, that'll be fine. If I was to make this dormer wider, well, see, with the shed, it's not going to go wider. Let's also look at this in the back clip cross-section view through the dormer. Yeah, see, here's the dormer up here in the attic. And then here's the second floor and the first floor. we'll include one of the dormer sidewalls at the end. You can see a little bit better that way. So if I want to take this, open this dialog box, and go to the Walls tab, form room inside dormer. We'll check that. Didn't change anything visually, but let's take a look from inside on the second floor. I want a full camera. Yeah. Okay. See, there's the dormer. Use a tilt camera. Yeah, you can see a little bit more directly. Now in this view, I'm going to click on it, and wait a minute. I'm going to go back to the plan view. I don't think you can set the room type. Oh, no, that's just a. Yeah, you can set the siding and the height. Let's change the height from 60 inches to 72 inches and see what that does to the geometry of the thing. See, it disappears because that geometry puts it over the ridge. I'm just demonstrating some of these things so that you can kind of start thinking with this. It was set to 60, let's set it to 66. Okay, see, it came back, and it's just below the ridge, just below the ridge. We'll open the dialog. I'm going to get to what you were asking about earlier, about, you know, like the picture you posted. The pitch here is 3, probably ought to stick with that. I don't remember what a mansard, well, let's see what that does. Oh, I see. It creates, what that does is it creates 2 roof planes, one at a steep pitch and another one at a lower pitch. I never have tried that tool before. But this is how you can teach yourself a lot, by just tinkering around with it. So in the edit toolbar, I'm going to open it. And let's do a barrel, see what that looks like. Voila. It's got a curved, puts a curved roof on it. Okay, now let's say I wanted to take this bit of roof here away, and I've got the dormer right on the roof there. So what you do is you click on the dormer, and then this command right here, see it, the tooltip says explode dormer. Now it doesn't blow it up like with dynamite. What it does do when you left click on that, oh, okay. It was reminding me that auto build roofs is on. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, it is off. Good. The action of exploding it, now it's just a roof plane and a wall and a wall. And there's a wall on the other side. And there's this polyline here. Open it up. And it's a roof hole skylight specification. See, it cuts a hole in the roof. Okay, now what I'm going to do is delete that. And you can see the wall went away, and we got a cutaway in the roof. So what I'm going to do is click on this roof and use the break line tool. And right on the edge there, I'm going to break it there. Edge of the dormer, by the way, and the edge of the dormer over here. And then I can manually move this up screen and see the wall comes back. Now the hole doesn't fit the roof plane. I picked a barrel. It's kind of a bit harder to do. But here's the roof plane. No, that's sorry. Maybe this is it. That's a roof. Okay, that's a roof plane. That's a curved roof plane. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to break it up into segments using the break line tool. And we're going to take this segment and I'm going to break it up. I'm going to select this segment here and then use the join roof plane and click on that. And it's not perfect, but it's a start. I'm going to take this diamond shaped thing here. Well, I have to leave that where it is. I'm going to break this segment, the straight segment, into a smaller segment. Oops, didn't break. Okay, I want to turn this. Okay. But see, I have to help the software out. When you're doing it manually, you have to do some of the stuff that's built automatic into the software. See, I'll break that line and then bring this line down to about here. And then I can break it again here. Bring that a little closer. Bring this a little closer. Now that I've helped it out manually, I'm going to select this edge and see if it won't connect to that edge. Okay, it kind of did. There still needs some work. So I need to see. I don't think that in display options that walls attic is on. We're going to go walls. Okay, walls attic are on. Then maybe they're up a floor in the attic. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so I'm going to go down here and turn the reference display on so I can see those walls. Now I'm going to take this roof plane edge and bring it right in close to the, but not into that wall that's showing. Now I'm going to click on that. Well, my video card's having a little trouble. Let me hit F5 to refresh that script. Okay. I'm going to go back up a floor. Oops, no, I need to do it on this screen. Okay, I can see the siding facing outward, but it's not, it's not showing here because I guess I came in a little bit too close with the hole in the roof polyline or the edge of this. Well, it's looks like plenty of space. I'm going to move it over just a little bit more. I'm trying to get that wall to get a better angle on it. Yeah, that wall is just not building on either side. Anyway, this is how you would start with a dormer tool, set it up, explode the dormer, and then reshape your roof around it. Let's try it another way. I'm going to place a window here. Let's see, I'm on the, check this screen here. Okay, I'm going to delete this one. Delete the roof plane. And, well, I'll just start from scratch, but I'll leave this here. I'm going to put a window. Another way you can do it. We'll set the window, and I want it 36 by 60. Common size for a bedroom window. And I'm going to go up to the here and delete these attic walls and this attic invisible wall here. Now I'm going to go back down and click on the window, and then over here in the edit toolbar, there's a command here. It's called gable over door or window. And we'll just set it to A12, that's fine. And what that did is it adds this little gable line here. You can manually create those, but this command in the window, see now that I can get rid of it if I want to, or put it back by left clicking on it. What that does, now I'm going to go to the build roof dialog and just manually build roof planes. And of course it rebuilt the roof planes. Now if I want, in Pro, I can take these roof planes here and shift select them. Now I'm going to go to transform replicate. I'm going to raise those up, move up, positive 66 inches. It's beginnings of a dormer. I'm going to take this roof, no, that's the smaller one there, and break it up. Change the geometry, in other words, of it. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. That's what I want to do. Make it a little bit larger. Same thing on the other one. Put a break in its edge. Take that break and reshape it into something like a taller dormer. Now I'm going to take this edge and connect it to that new edge that I created, and on both sides. Join roofs. And then I need to see the roof baseline, so I'm going to go over here to the R's and find roofs and roof base. Oh, they're turned on. Okay. So those baselines, there they are right there. There and there for the dormer. So using that as a guide, I'm going to go over here to the exterior wall tool, and we'll draw a wall here and a wall over here. I may have to reverse the layers. Yeah, that one's going the wrong way. Want the siding on the outside side. Okay, I'm going to line these up for the roof base lines. You see, the reason everybody was promoting Pro to you is that you can do this. Now, you have to study and practice to learn how to do it to become viable at it. I'm going to take this and this, I'm going to close it with an interior wall. And I'm going to, yeah, open below is fine. I'm going to pull it out to that geometry there. And then we'll click on the side edge and reshape it with the break line tool. About right there. Grab this edge and bring it in more in a perpendicular manner. And here, and a break in about the same place, right there. Bring it in. And I've been doing this for 25 years, okay? Perhaps I'll make it look easy. I don't know. But see, there's another way to manually build a dormer. See, I started with just the gable tool and then raised this up. And then now you can use the window tool. Window tool, he said. I need to be on this screen. There we go. Now this wall here, I'm going to select it on the plan view screen and open it up and make it invisible. We'll take a look at this with this camera here. Oh, okay. See how those walls, wait, let me create a new camera. That one's a little stretched out of shape. See those walls go all the way to the floor, and looks like the ceiling height's astronomical. Let's see what the ceiling height is up here. Oh, yeah, wow. Let's set that to 96. Okay, see, that didn't automatically change because I don't have auto rebuild roofs on. I'm going to take all of this stuff, this roof plane and this roof plane and this roof plane, and then use transform replicate to lower it minus 400. I'm just roughing it in. Let's do a cross section through there now. And with Pro you just have more control over things. You have to learn how to make. Oh, I see what happened. You go down to floor 1. See what this got automatically changed to. Well, it's about 9 feet. That's what it's supposed to be. So the problem with this budding dormer here is probably this little room that I created. And I'm going to go over here to floor and just click on default. It's 123. Oh, the finished ceiling. Now, make it 96. So now that we're not dealing with how the window is moving in concert to these changes, and it'll probably have to be properly located later. Something a little more realistic. And doing it manually is a little more work. Well, we got no floor. Let me go over here to the structure tab and rip over this room, floor under this room. Because there wasn't any floor because I hadn't ordered one. And I didn't notice, oh, it's open below. That's the reason there's no floor. We'll make it bedroom 3, I don't care. And now this dormer object is now, or soon to be, okay, that's becoming a little more real. Oh, I see it's open below on the floor. Let's, I can't get it in the camera view. Let's make it not open below. The software just does what you tell it. And nothing more. I'll go back to that. Yeah, okay, that's a little more reasonable looking. Now maybe you don't want these walls here. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to go back to the floor plan, and I'm going to take these 2 walls and go to the roof tab and make them roof cuts wall at bottom, right there. And I'm going to let them sit on the roof. So there's the roof. I'm just going to move these walls over onto the roof. So they're just inside the perimeter of the edge of the roof. Let's see what that did. Go back to this camera here. Well, it didn't really do what I wanted to do. Go back to the floor plan. I'm going to put those back where they were. And now I'm going to take the roof plane edge and pull it in under the roof on each side. Okay, it pulled in under the roof here automatically. It didn't do it automatically here, but I think this will get. Let me try another camera view here. Well, it's crappy looking. You click on that wall and see what it's set at. I thought I said it. Maybe it's okay. it didn't check, and I thought it was checked. Now this thing seems to be up in the attic. Go back to floor plan. We'll change the room name from bedroom to just open below. Now that just took out the floor. Okay, that's probably leftover. I'm going to delete that. See, the software put that wall there, so when I deleted it, it just put another one there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and this and this and this and copy it. Go up a floor, then go to edit, paste whole position. I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of this roof planes down here. Yeah, see, there's no room possible on the attic level. Let me rotate this around here. I know this isn't very polished, but I'm doing it for free. I hope it helps you. If it doesn't, well, I tried. I'm just saying you can use the dormer tool. If you want to cut out the roof, like we're shown in your picture, you have to do that manually by exploding the dormer symbol or object and then manually editing the roof around it. Or you can build one manually like I've been hacking at here. I'm going to turn off the reference display. I don't think it was on anyway. Yeah, it was on this screen, but not that screen. Just could take that and center it on the ridge of those roof planes. And turn on the reference display now so I can see the walls above. Now there's a little break here, I can see it. I'm going to move this back. See, it still leaves the roof edge under the wall, and they're programmed to, you know. I'm going to copy this and go up a floor, edit, paste whole position. Yeah, see, you can't, even with the walls all closed in, you can't create a room on so this is not very workable. I'm sorry I wasted time doing it. I just wanted to show you there's more than one way to get this done, and you have an architectural or suite, all you have is a dormer tool, period. Or you can learn how to set up and create one. Well, I guess I should take a stab at that. Let's get rid of this stuff here. Delete it. We'll go down a floor and delete, clean up everything. Yeah, this thing down here. And we'll delete the window. So I'm going to take, use the interior wall tool and just draw a room here. Which it should, I don't want open below. I think we'll just make it closet or something like that. And this space generally is set to have an 8-foot ceiling, and with that, yeah, or that floor. I want to make sure that this one's set the same. Okay, it's set the same. Now I'm going to use the wall break tool and break up these walls. This one big wall, I'm going to chop it into 3 segments. And I'm going to mark over that wall of the roof tab and set it to gable wall. And I'm going to take the ceiling in here and raise the ceiling from 96 to 10 feet, 120 inches. So I told it to be a gable here and have a higher ceiling. And then we're going to go over here to the build roof dialog. Open the dialog and build using the same pitch setting. Okay. So I'm going to just leave that window there. I'm going to go over here to the roof dialog and we'll go to the structure tab and raise the ceiling to 12 feet. Now see that automatically, the window jumped up there, but now let's go to the build roof dialog again and build roofs again for that new setting. See, it raises it up. Let's see, I don't want that. I want to rotate this view. So it's the beginnings of the kind of dormer you want as well. Yet another way you can get at it. Pull that window down there, and we're going to go back to this screen, open it, and raise the ceiling 2 more feet to it's 12 feet, so we'll make it 14 feet, and then rebuild. You see, it raise it up some more, but it's still underneath the main ridge. So, and then you could just tinker around with these side walls, which I think I drew those with the interior 4 walls, which is probably a mistake. I'm going to take these 2 walls here, minor mistake, but wall types, and we'll change that to siding probably siding 6. Let's rotate this view so we can see which way the siding's pointing. Okay, we'll take these 2 walls here. Then change it to siding, and then go to the roof tab and set that to roof cuts wall at bottom. And voila. That's probably the easiest way to do what I'm trying to do. That looks pretty good. Yeah. If you wanted a different roof, then you'd have to set it up to be a different roof. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, okay, there's your dormer. We'll just take this wall and make it invisible. And then now that auto roofs is over, I could take this dialog box here and raise the ceiling if I wanted to, like to 10 feet. Yeah, that's automatically filling in. Of course, you have to set this up so that it emulates what you're trying to design. I'm just saying that you have controls. That looks quite a bit better. And then we'll rotate that. Pull that window down. So it's a little bit more realistic. Okay. I just thought that with Home Designer Pro, I would show you some of the things that you can do manually and automatically to arrive in the neighborhood of what you want, okay? And I hope this helps you. Have a good day.